He used to bring me roses, but that was on the outside. Now I'm in a jail in Australia with a whole load of 70s rough birds. This was the theme tune to Cell Block H. Used to watch it at night with my dad in the early 90s and the 80s when the fucking crack was 29. Got a bit of color today, hey. Oh ho. Who we got in the house today? We got Hot Wheels, Dr. David, crack. How was your gee? Says J Savo22, vegan programmer, evening lad. Mikey Higgins, I'm all right, baby boy. PHS44, Oisin Campbell, boss man, what is Hapo? A man, Oisin, what about you? Bandy Toaster, Scriptology, Dr. David, Darude, Bobby Sandstorm. Grey morning, how are you, lord? Much sun in Sweden, yeah? Oh, we're doing a smooth 25 degrees. She's nice. Johnny Sideways. Might join in later, hey. Fucking hey. Anyone who wants to join in here, fucking stand up here, no, man. No, man. I'll give that fucking stand up. I'm gonna touch, man. I gotta touch down the Chaco. Oh, man. I'm on this way, man. Commander Blanco, thanks very much. Howdy. So my joining later. What's the cracks? Is Chris J. CJH93. Love the hair, Maloney. Thanks very much. I love the hair, but doesn't love me. She's fucking off. Rachel Coyne, how you doing? Bank holiday, Eddie. Is it a bank holiday? It's Whit Weekend. Don't go swimming on Whit Weekend. My mother always said it was dodgy. Oh, it's awful dodgy. People going out swimming on Whit Weekend. Oh, botulism. Leo Thompson, how are you getting Johnny Sideways by? I won't do my scorpion impression this time, man. I know a lot about quantities, fuck all about man. I know what I mean. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get Dwayne Durkin on. Hey, let me just I'm gonna see if we get Dwayne Durkin, and apparently Cowboy Kelly is supposed to be coming on for the crack. We got Stephen. I'll send the link now. Go on me channel and I'll dole it out on the chat jobs. I'll fucking tell I'll tell fucking Tanya Durkin no. I'll get on to Tanya Durkin. Go on me YouTube now. No, man. Okay, sound. Right, we're sucking diesel now. We're sucking diesel. Who are you fixed? Who's going to win tonight? Mayweather or the Blonde Book? That'll be a nail biter, won't it? So much of a nail biter that it wasn't even endorsed by the WBA. Is that the Women's Basketball Association? I can't do this too loud because don't want the neighbours to summon Big Brother. Is it not on tonight? I thought it was on tonight. Mayweather and Logan is going to enjoy that payday. Do you know what? It's going to be a lovely payout for the boys. You're looking well. Gym or home job? Gym. I'll be taking the hound out for a run tomorrow, and I might do a bit of fucking bag work, man. Sweat out the demons. First can of the day. She's only 3.5. It's the only one I have in the gaff. I'm going drinking it because of the heat. I seen it in the back of the fridge, and I was like, do you know what, boy? You're going getting the scalding. Ooh. I'll tell you one thing. If you have ales, drink, because how you know, Martin? How soon is now, Martin? BC, Constant Battle was excellent, man. Listen to that on Wednesday when I was working. Thanks very much, BC. BC referring to my my EP, which is available on Spotify and Apple Music and Bandcamp, if you're into the old Bandcamp crack. And it was a constant battle doing it. My son had just been born. My ex-wife was giving out constantly saying, you can't afford to go and give $3.5 fucking grand for some EP that's going to go nowhere. It was going somewhere, and she took the wind right out of my sails. Played a gig there last night in the Dub. It's good crack. I sung a big mashup of. I started with Pink Floyd, "Wish You Were Here," then segued that into the Green and Red of Mayo, and then segued that into Bono and the Edges. When the promises we made from the cradle to the grave, and all. What's the name of the fucking song again? It's got a weird name. It's like a one name job. Andrew Moyne. Oh, Shawneen, you're in the mix, lad. Good to fucking see you. Hey, good to see you. Master Ginger. Oh ho ho. Martin, can I ask you a question? The words on the book's theme song, what are they and what does it mean? Ha ha ha. Also, would you pop you a call tomorrow if you're about? Absolutely, VP. The words on the book's theme song, what are they and what is it? Oh, you mean as in sky boy, coming up like a fucking sky boy. He did a brilliant one a couple of years ago, or some lad helped mix one in like the early days of Hottie Books in 2009, and he was saying stuff like Daihatsu, Toyota, direct overhead cam job. TC, you're welcome to the party. Zachine Quinn. Zach Quinn, he's still in school, yeah, baby. But he's tipped to be the next Michael O'Leary, baby, yeah. Steve Earle is a good artist. Love his Jerusalem album. America 6.0 is a very good track. Would love to hear you cover that tune. Tell you, Steve Earle, great fucking song, great musician, but his hairline is shocking. Don't know where I came up with that. Just looked at it, I was like, mate, you should do a French Toast O'Toole and just cut your losses. Do you know what I mean? Fuck, we got lads coming in through the woodwork. We got Jordan K on 9-4. We have Daniel McCarthy. We got 10 spots on Spotify now by Sonor. Dr. David, would you play McNulty or Ralph Cifaretto? Oh, McNulty, man. Actually, I was told by Petty Danny years ago, he's like, fucking hell, Martin, you really do remind me of McNulty from The Wire. And I was like, who is this McNulty from The Wire you'd hear people talking about? And then I watched him and I was like, yeah. I basically same crack as McNulty. Mellets or the Cavan Club, asks Rachel Coyne. Fucking hands down, Mellets. Where everybody knows your name, do, and nobody gives a fuck. Ooh, you wanna go down to Mellets, lads in jumpers, with hair so white that it's turned yellow from nicotine. Jaquarius Quantavius, Jermichael Jr. 10 spots is my 6 a.m. alarm. 10 spots. Leo Thompson says, Sham, if you're ever in Ustamam, swing by Josefina. I'll get you a pint on the house. For reals, man. Where's Josefina? I might just... That's a nice part of town, boy. That is a lovely part of town. Josefina Gordon, is it? Oh, it's near Unibacken, is it? Tell me this and tell me no more, hey. If you... where are you now? If you go into the Stings Digest group, I'm sure Sean can furnish you with the link there. Get on to me on Hardy Books and let me know the crack, boy. Let me know the crack, Leo Thompson. And I fucking might come in and myself and the woman might go cruising. She's looking for a bit of an ice cream in the heat of the day. Sorry about that, I got carried away. Kevin E. Murphy, how are you getting on? What are you at now, you scaredy crow? How are you, Darry Noon? So there's a nice crew jumping in here, man. What does the fear mean when you say it on the Hardy Books? The fear is in like you have pushed your, and this has happened many times in real life, where you push the boundaries of your physical and mental health in the pursuit of reaching a new astral plane of sessioning. Like, you know that you can't really squeeze anything more out of the sponge, but out of sheer greed and wanton escapism, you basically cash the checks of the next day. And what happens is when your endocrine system starts processing all of this toxicity out of your system and you get withdrawals, then you end up with an overload of a shock to the system that leaves you with the feeling of anxiety and fear. As I used to call it, Dr. Doom is kicking down the door wearing a pair of fucking size 12 New Rock boots. Yeah, sorry about that. Ordinary Man, Christy Moore, please and thanks. I don't know that song. I haven't really listened to. I've listened to Christy Moore and the Porked Pie Odyssey, which goes like this. Well, I went to myself and I went down. I was outside Licks up there just having the crack with the boys. I went into a Euro Spar there and I said, is there a deli counter up there at the front, love? Oh, he said, ha ha ha, how's it going? Jeez, Christy, you look like a man who's got the desire for a pork pie. I said, oh, jeez, fuck, I was off. I had the fever upon me after an off night on the piss, and all I needed was a confectionery pie based with a pork filling, and to wash it down with a bit of Bramley applesauce slice. Yeah, take that off me for royalties, you fucking Google algorithm bastards. Taking all this man's fucking hard-earned coin from talking the finest of chat to boys on the internet. Look at my face, boys. I've been out in the sun, man. I had to put Factor 92 on there today. Didn't do nothing, man. Didn't do nothing. Hey, TC, love spreads rose, man. If I play that, the cunt's going to take on anything I make off the back end of this. Not that I make much, because I don't actually put these ads into adverts. So I can only imagine if you're watching this and it's great crack and next thing these pricks start wedging out annoying ads. Lou from all the way from Texas. How you doing, baby boy? Juvilita, you didn't SMC that time. Cost you hundreds. What's that SMC? SMC. I'd like to know a bit about that. I tell you, yeah, with the Bitcoin crack, I fucking lost my arse there, man. Still, there's money tied up in that. Not an awful lot of money, but enough money to get you through a month or two. Fuck it, what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. It's all a game to me. Ooh. I met Mickey D, the drummer from Motorhead, once outside Cafe Opera after a Guns N' Roses gig here in Stockholm. I've never seen any man to be accosted by tasty MILFs as Mickey D did. And then off he went, up in the air, up gone, off to Gothenburg, driven by some young henchman who was piloting a nice 5.7 litre Dodge Hemi Ram. And I was like, fucking fair play to you, Mickey D, boy, King Diamond, all that crack. You done fucking well for yourself, boy. You done very fucking well, Mickey D. Hey, Mickey D, man, do you want to come on the fucking podcast, Mickey D? Come here. If any of you boys have Mickey D's number, man, the drummer from Motorhead and fucking King Diamond, tell him there's a book here from fucking Schwinford County Mayo, man. It just wants to talk to him, go like this. Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D. Why can't you see what you done to me? Mickey D. Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D. I never seen so many MILFs, you see. I said, Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D. Driving a 5.7 Ram Hemi. Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D, Miss Music. Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D, Mickey D, won't you go for a smell of the key? Smell of the key. Saddam Hussein was an innocent man. What have we got in the comments here? 44 Putzite. You ever watch Better Call Saul? Well, I didn't. You see, I wasn't too interested in watching Better Call Saul because obviously it was a prequel to Breaking Bad, and it would have meant that there's one character who's not going to die in Better Call Saul, and that's Saul, unless that someone killed him and then assumed his identity. Would have been the only way he would have had any danger of dying. So no, it is the answer to that one in a nutshell. Let me see now. Danny McCarthy, Martin, what's your opinion on value engineering in the construction process? It's essential. Basically, if you didn't have valuable engineering in the construction process, then things would fall apart and people would die and lads would be sued and there'd be tragedies. When the feeling's gone, you can't go on. Tragedy. It's hard to blame, but when there's no value in the construction sector, then you're going nowhere, really, 44 pets, said John O'Sullivan, in relation to that side. Let me see now. Gary Funkenham. How are you, Gary? The G-Man, G-Money. Hi. Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, or Blind Boy, or Russell Brand. Who's the man that had nailed the Buckfast bottle in one gulp? That's an intellectual dark web of thought leaders. Being that Russell Brand was addicted to heroin, but then again, wasn't fucking Peterson addicted to painkillers or something? I would rule out. I don't know. I'd say Blind Boy has most experience with Buckfast, being that he's Irish, and he seems to have the constitution where he would have enough adipose tissue amassed to absorb said amount of sugary alcoholic tonic wine. You know what? This is a tip of the hat. Out of all those dudes, man, Jordan Peterson looked like if you farted on him, he'd stumble. Ben Shapiro is about as soft as a horse's cock when it's out, when it's flaccid, should I say. And Russell Brand, he's off the gear, and I'd say give that one to Blind Boy. So that was my 3.5 minute breakdown of who would knock a Buckfast in one gulp. Vegan programmer. I technically used to work for Motorhead. Really? Did you know Mark Willett, their tour manager? So man. First band I used to work for, Mickey, lives in Sweden, and most of our production crew was Swedish. I'll show you some Motorhead stuff tomorrow. Hey, I can get Mickey D on the show, man. I'll ask him and I'll be like, Mickey, oh, Mickey D, oh, things aren't what they used to be. And I'll be like, geez, you're some man, you still have the black Dodge Ram. Sorry about that, got carried away. Aria Sparky, fucking, that's a man I don't see often. Cannibalic, saw your post earlier. Even the pimps get a better cut than Scroogle does with the old super chat monies. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. They took $70 off me, and I was looking, people are like, yeah, but sure, that's just like, misallocated. I don't know what the fuck, I can't remember what the terminology was for it, but yeah, fuck that noise, man. I don't know what the crack is, but it was like 270, went down to 210 in like a day, and I was like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? Let me see. I met Chad Ginsberg in Jess Margera from CKY. Fucking nicest dudes ever. Hung outside the bus with us, having a bit of drink and a bit of the devil's lettuce. Good lads. There was a great tune that CKY used to do, which was from the glider down to have your population 96. What was it called? 96 Bitter Beans. It's a good tune, man. Let me see. Let me get back up now to your little questionings. There's a lot of questions now. I'm well behind on them. Who's the one that'd cry after after the Buckfast? If Brazzy was there, he'd be going, oh fuck me, man. I did that. I had the biggest body for it, and I was strong, and I felt my gains were good this week. But like, even though I won with flying colors, man, I just had to take a quiet corner and just lament. And then the lamenting, it triggered some emotions deep down in me. I just started crying, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just weeping. Not like hard weeping or sobbing inconsolably. Just Bit of low key weeping, man. You know, and I was like this going. Oh fuck it! Fucking steam now for a bit. Don't look at me. So that would be the crack there. Tesla 3, an unsafe mode of transport. Wouldn't know about them, man. But they're pretty boring on the inside. Like there's not much going on. Big screens. They sit inside a big computer job. Mitchell Belzen, all right, Mitchell, mate. Seeing an interview with you and Coogan Cassius must have been one of the highlights of the Maloney biopic. And the funny thing is, I didn't even know who the fuck he was. He was a bit cheeky, though. You know what I mean? And I certainly wasn't as used to talking on camera as I am now. I kind of froze up a bit. Serious question: do you feel like a Swinford man abroad or a Swede from Swinford? Swinford man abroad. Can never take the Swinford up to Swinford by height. Ms. Music, you sounded like your man from In the Name of the Father there. Just fucking great film. You know what? In the Name of the Father. Dad, you're here. I got her cherry. I used to watch that all the time. I remember there was one night in Swinford, I think it was in the Grasshopper, a load of lads were watching In the Name of the Father. And they're all fucking, at the end of it, when they're being free, they're like, go on the fucking boys. And they were like tipping tables over and getting all rowdy, and I was like, go on the fucking boys. It was like the time when everyone was crammed into a pub in Ballahadreen. We were watching Angela's Ashes, and a JCB actually accidentally came through the pub wall and crushed 40 people. It was then known as Black Friday. Bad old doing, boy. Bad old doing. But there was a bit in The Name of the Father where when Jerry comes back after taking the acid and he goes in, he goes, you know what, Giuseppe? I remember cycle to the top of that hill. I remember getting so pissed off you. I wrote, I wrote the name of the ground that pissed on it. Oh no, Jerry, that's enough of that chat now. Come on now. Oi, so tell me, where'd you get the name Giuseppe? Oh, it was my mother. She had a bit of a thing with the milkman, or a bit of a thing with she's friends with the ice cream man. Were they lovers? Oh, jeez, no. And then your man gets bedizened. Great film, man. Not Jim Sheridan. What's his fucking name? The guy did Bourgeois and all that. That'll come back to me. It's not Jim Sheridan, it's the other lad. Better Call Saul was better than Breaking Bad. You dig it. Like a completely separate show, crosses over a few times. Interesting. Teresa Comedy is a made-up name. Fair enough. What do you think of a ladyboy who'd run you for 3 days? Duracell? Fucking go on, no stopping. Whatever happened to the Rubber Bandits? Don't listen to Blind Boys podcast, but whatever happened to them? Darren Noon asks. Well, Bobby had kids and he's working in doing prosthetics for Vikings and that kind of thing, and I think he probably got fucking sick of the crack. I mean, there's only so much most groups really do after a while, but I don't know what happened to them, to be honest with you. I think it just kind of became more so about the Blind Boy crack. Check out a podcast called Smartless. Fucking brilliant. I will indeed. Lulu, I was surprised to see Russell Brand can actually sing. Was that getting to the Greek when he was playing Aldous Snow? Daniel McCarthy. How did you come across the fellow who plays Seamus Mortimer? He's an unreal actor. Hey, that was by chance. It was one of those things that the hands of fate had kind of woven together. We were up in Pete Cass, aka Frenchy Toasties, kitchen, and we seen on the front of the Western People himself and a guy called Mike Scully. I think it was his name, Michael Scully. Standing on a raft doing this Huckleberry Finn reenactment dressed up in like Tom Sawyer gear. And we were like, oh, look at the boys, mad cunts. And then we were like, do you know what? Michael Brown, because he did my original Safe Pass, the guy who played Seamus. And I remember when he was doing the Safe Pass, I was like, this guy is a natural entertainer. He's born for the stage. And then we went down to the hotel, and who was sitting in the hotel but Michael Brown. And I was like, Michael, we have this part coming up for a guy who's doing an interview for a big construction company. Would you be interested in playing the role of Seamus Mortimer? And he's like, Martin, I would love that. And sure enough, there he entered, and he's been a Fantastic addition since. BC, if you started a podcast, I'd be listening to every week, man. Get a Hardy Books podcast, or hell, even a Mark Maloney podcast with special guest. I have a Hardy Books podcast. It's I've had like Eddie Bravo and John McAfee and all that on it. And I've also got a few episodes of the Hardy Book. So if you want to hear some of the old background action to some of the original stuff, yeah, here, get on it, man. There's fucking hours. It's probably about over 24 hours worth of stuff there, at least. Maybe 48 hours, I don't know. I enjoy Blind Boys podcast and some Rubber Bandit songs. Spoiling Ivan is a surprisingly a tune. A man miss music. Chris Perez, but thumbs up if you think Martin's a genius. Oh, thanks, Chris Perez. You're a juicy individual, man. Fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. Adam McKenna, Ronnie, Johnny Sideways. Where we know. I've gone fucking too far. Jeez, I'm a good bit behind. Sorry about this, boys. Playing something that we all know, Hush. I might do. I'll see what the crack is. I don't want to. I'll do something. I'll do something. Mitchell Basel, imagine someone lifting $70 out your pocket, pure violation. They're bad bastards, man. Met Chuck Liddell, Johnny Sideways says, in City West Hotel in Tala. Didn't know who he was. Yeah. CKY 96 bit of beans, Lulu says. Seen in the Crane Bar in Galway 2019 Comedy Festival, Cowboy and Buzz too. Great night. Adam McKenna, it was fucking brilliant crack. I thoroughly enjoyed that night. That was when it all came together nicely. Their tour managers I knew were Eddie Roach and ironically Dan Halen, and their manager was Adam Parsons. Not familiar with the guy you mentioned, but it must have been, I was after 1999, 2005. Yeah, it was 2009 I met him. He used to be the tour manager of the Wombats, he was saying. D. Schneider's after you. D. Schneider, Dr. David. D. Schneider, he's one of those lads, like him and Ian Glenn from Anthrax are on every single, like, VH1 rock and roll stories. It's fucking featuring D. Schneider from I was in Twisted Sister, and I've done fuck all else for the last 30 years apart from feature on VH1 and any documentary about bad boy fucking bullshit and music and rock and roll. That's me. I'm D. Schneider. I look like Sarah Jessica Parker if I was a man. So that's D. Schneider. So fair play. Also Ian Glenn from Anthrax with a bald head and a funny wedge goatee beard. BC, are you an Iron Maiden fan, or was that just a joke on the show? You mean the old... Oh, I was the wrong one. Nah, fucking... Yeah, I quite like them. Power Slave. But I'm not into the whole fandom of it, though. They get a bit weird, man. It's a bit of a strange cult. Andrew Keneally, how we Andy by. BC, Daniel Day-Lewis is one of the best actors of all time. Maybe the best. A stateside would say he's an unreal actor and a human. Logan Broadnax. I can't believe I just found out about your channel. You're a fucking legendary. Fair play to you, Logan. Subscribe. And there's loads of stuff going on. It really is like, without blowing my own fucking trumpet or anything, I put the kitchen sink into these streams. And for those of you who are really big fans of the Hardy Books and you don't know that I have a stream and you can chat to the main man, because I'm not a fucking prick who doesn't read out messages. It must be a real treat, and I have to say the community of people here is it's brilliant, man. You're all really sound, and I'm really glad to call you my friends. So old Peter Postlethwaite is some man as well. He was amazing in fucking Clash of the Titans, man. Des Bishop's tired immersion routine is after you. So yeah, I was going up to the stairs, and there was this. What the fuck is an immersion heater? And I was like, fuck my pink ass. What is this fucked up place of Emerald fucking City shit? Who are these little bearded men wearing tracksuits running around going, I'm fucking need some money for a house tonight around tonight. It's terrible. I just kicked out me fucking gaff and fucking... What the fuck is going on with these mobile phones? Yeah, so there you go. Mayweather versus Paul. Shite is as mad as a bag of spiders. 100 million spiders. Marty Party. I like the name. Martin, how you doing, brother? Much love from Scotland. I like Marty Party. Any relations to Marty Pello? I'm enjoying the crack with you. I was out with my mate Jerry Rogers last night. And he went, "Oh, by Maloney." And on the stage, I shouted, "Chuck your law up Celtic." And he went, "Mama hoops." Fair play to him. I keep shouting "Chuck your law" into whenever I'm doing gigs just for the crack. And Gary Fuckingham saw the Rubber Bandits without the bags backstage. They played a festival on Derry. The crowd was warned about the dangers of plastic bags. The crowd consisted of 1,040-year-old men. Jesus. You'd think they would have fucking known the dangers of plastic bags. Like, what American movies has the worst Irish accent in your opinion? Very, very good question, Lulu. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen the trailer. Called Wild Mountain Time. I actually can't do a bad Irish accent because they're so bad that only someone who hasn't lived in Ireland can pull off. Good title. The night don't turn you tear like me. You could charge you to turn and tell lurker. Oh, cut the caraca. Oh, me fucking tooth come out. I could talk and shocking. You're talking shirking shock. Fucking, what's his name? P.S. I love you with your man, fucking Steve Qantas. I don't know what his name. Your man from 300, Jared Butler. He's from Scotland with an Irish name, man. You'd think he would have been able to clear the kirchen, shirking and marking a Cactus Rider, good to see you, baby boy. Very well put, Martin. It's always nice and positive scene around here, class. Man, that's how I be. That's how my gaff is. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing but good vibes. Zach Quinn's after you. What do you think of spice bags? You mean that illicit shit that people were smoking in Manchester, and there was a load of people going, "I fucking got all the spice bags, man. I mean, fucking it was done in Vice News came down, did fucking article about me. I just need to get more of that spice." Or are you talking about that weird shit that you get from Chinese shops? It's basically like a bag of bits and pieces, just deep fried. Reuben Reels, how are you, Reuben? The part in the books where you do the Madonna like a virgin line is one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Reuben, thanks very much, baby boy. It was like, "But I'm not your girl no more." It was really depressed. Yeah, it was good, man. That was fucking top drawer Hardy books. That last episode, in my opinion, was the most unadulterated, hands-free Hardy books. I mean, it was beautiful stuff, and I have to say, I was part of it. I'm very proud of it. Vegan programmer. Okey's gotta go. Hope you have a lovely stream and a lovely weekend. We'll catch up tomorrow, buddy. Which part of the day is best for you, afternoon or evening? Afternoon, mate. Yeah, and we'll have a little chat about, see what we can do. Dr. David, look up Manos, The Hands of Fate. The story is hilarious and harrowing. One for you to watch for sure. Great film. I was actually watching the trailer to Come See and very nearly watched it the other night. And I was looking at the trailers going, oh... I cried. The Graveyard of the Fireflies was another one, and I just wrote in the comment section, "Brilliant, man! I'm looking forward to watching a bit of anime comedy." People were like, "How dare you?" What was the name of that? Let me see. What was the name of that one again? The Hands of Fate, Manos. The Hands of Fate. This is brilliant, man. Manos, The Hands of Fate, 1966. Brilliant, man. Budget of 19,000. Sun City Films. Brilliant. This is this is the kind of shite I want to watch. I'm saving up, lads. I'm saving up to get myself a computer, but I don't know. Should I stick with Mac, even though they're really condescending, coddling wankers who basically exploit the Chinese labor market and then pontificate to the rest of us about how we should conduct our pronouns. And I'm like, you can fuck off. Do they tax crypto in Sweden? TC asked. I haven't a clue, mate. Here's a penton. Richard O'Connell, how are you getting on, Richie boy? Wouldn't you ever just cash out with a second movie, like in between us, sail off into Sunset Job? But it's like, how do I don't even know the producers anymore. Do you know what I mean? Here, I'm going to give you all a bit of homework, man. A bit of homework. You're going to go to Justin Healy on Twitter and keep asking him, here, what's the story with the series 5 of Hardy Books? He's on Twitter. He will see it. Or he's on LinkedIn. Put him under pressure. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm not even going to attempt that. Give us a pentatonic solo from hell. There you go. That was as hellish as I could muster. What am I on about? I'm too drunk. It was Papa Don't Preach. That's right. That's right. Papa Don't Preach. I'm in trouble deep. I'm not a little girl no more. I'm a fucking 26-year-old man, you cunt. With a bag full of cash, says Mitchell Belzan. Your thoughts on Wijnaldum leaving? Who's Wijnaldum when he's at home? Someone tell me who that is. Tell McGahan to saddle up on those network pricks. He'd be like, don't ruin it for me, please, Martin, please. Please. I have a veneer of wokeness about me that Archie loves. I think wokeness is shit. It ruins the fucking crack for everyone. For normal people who just like to have the crack. They get cancelled by weird fucking people who should have been prefects in school. They're just weird player haters. They are fucking fools. Try and tell that shit to someone like Dickie Rock. Or even better again, Davy Lee Roth. You go to a System Lager for the beer or just get 3.5 piss from the shops over there. Lately, I've just started. I didn't touch the People's Beer, which sounds like a communist name for a 3.5 beer, which is like a session ale, really. Like, I mean, like you go to the Dead Pony Club on Brewdog and stuff, and you will be paying like a fair wage for something that's like 3.5. But there's a lot of upsides to like drinking 3.5s because, you know, you get the flavor and you maybe get a small partial buzz out of it. But really what the crack is like the convenience of going for a chill beer. Like me and my friend Herman today, we were going doing a bit of shopping for the dinner. And I said, should we buy one of these 3.5 Carlsbergs? And he was like, no, don't do this. I don't need this shit. I was like, yeah, but Herman, you don't really understand, mate. You don't fucking understand this. And I tell you, it's cold. And like, it's a fucking boiling summer hot day. Like, why wouldn't you just go and get a creamer on and just like have a pure chill on the bus? So later on, we sat outside. It was pretty cool, pretty sweet, bit of chat. And we had ourselves a lovely little 3.5 Carlsberg. I like the plastic bottles and stuff. It was cycled. The guy came and picked them up afterwards, put them in a big bin bag, and off he went to recycle them for money. And you put a little bit back into the community as well. So yes, I went and I bought myself a 3.5 from the shop today. World is big. I don't want another war. Catch the bad man. I hate terrorists. Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace. He was the best. Chick. Come on. I was watching an old favorite of mine, Speak, the Hungarian rapper. It's about 15 years old now, but goddamn, that was a great music video. And I seen Saturday Night Live did a piss take out of it with Kyle Mooney and what's the other lad called? I'm really bad with names this evening. Bennett. Bennett? They are very funny guys, man. That's, you know what I mean? That's they were just very, very. Kyle Mooney guy is a fucking genius. Have you ever seen like Inside SoCal or his other work he used to do before he went on to Saturday Night Live? And they made it like, you know, I can see that some of that Saturday Night Live is fucking shit, man. I'm gonna be like, here's another one for you about Saturday Night Live. Bit of a bum note there. Saturday Night Live. It was funny with Norm Macdonald. Saturday Night Live. It's too tangled up in Democratic politics. All that shit with Alec Baldwin trying to play Trump and some other fucker playing that Hillary Clinton psychopathic motherfucking Gaddafi killing biatch. That's what I think, man. You know what I mean? Saturday Night Live. They did. But Norm Macdonald was doing the news reports. They had some great stuff in the old days, but just yeah, you know what I mean. What bridge is on that guitar? Is it a standard trim? Don't know. It's pretty standard enough, but quite fancy at the same time. But I like doing this kind of stuff. But the Wing sketch with Kyle Mooney, where he's like, he's got what's his name, Alex Garfield, and he's like, these wings are great. Anyone want the last wing? They're your wings, Dylan. You decide. Well, I didn't have any lunch. Maybe I could have the last wing. Well, if they were my wings, I'd let you have them. And it's like, and then your man goes, wow. I wish I was such a good friend to you. Maybe you'd let me have the last wing. What do you mean? Yeah, and it goes on. Basically, your man's just trying to touch him up. But those guys shouldn't be. They should have their own show, their own sketch show. Wait, Deegan, have you ever watched Moving Target? It's a Connemara kung fu movie about the IRA hiding nuclear detonator in a packs of Beamish. What were they gonna do with the nuclear? We gonna bomb fucking Falls Road or something? Fucking Stormont. Which one's the fucking Shank Hill? That's what I meant to say. Fucking Shank Hill. Fucking down or more bridge gonna fucking do them fucking Ned bastards, man. Fucking blow them up to shite. Fucking nuclear bomb. Fucking smash the whole goddamn Belfast. Take out Paisley. Foster. Take out Joe Brawley's house for the crack. Take all fucking loyalist fucking Rangers supporters club fucking heart beer and shit. I got a bit Scottish then towards the end. Sorry about that. Have you ever watched The Twilight Zone before, Clash Show? I used to watch it back in the day, man. The old stuff, man. The old stuff. Can you play Stairway? It was in the old. Better tune. Aaron McSee, that's the worst fucking Belfast I can ever hear. They fucking take it straight up here now. Fucking let's see you get up and fucking live stream talking like that. Yeah. In 2008, myself and Tommy Boo and fucking French Toast were coming back from Ireland to Skavsta in Sweden. Ryanair job, shit airport, man. Don't ever fly into it. But I was on the Guinness the night before, and I let off a few bad ones, a few fucking eye-watering jobs. There's like a hen do with a bunch of Northern Irish women wearing like pink or purple or fucking green cowboy hats with all fur around the edges. We were standing in the queue to go to the passport control, and I just let off a sly one. Everyone just went, oh. And I said, someone was on the Guinness last night. And then this like middle-aged woman in a green furry cowboy hat and shades turns around to me. She goes, "I'll tell you something. It wasn't fucking me. That's disgusting." And I went like this. Yeah, but someone was on the Guinness. Marty Morrissey is doing a one-man show out of the Crying Game whole thing with his knob out. I know all there is to know about the Crying Game. Mitchell Balzan, you're going to wake up the mural painted on the side of your house. Jimmy fucking Bars. Lads, I'm burnt out over here. The sun has me like a prawnine. Here, you want to jump on for chat, Bars? Chat man do with Jimmy Bars. That man can do a chat. Fucking Stephen Kelly let me down, the cunt. Stephen, where is you? Where were you? You wasn't there. I'd fucking ring him now, man. I'll ring the cunt now. He was all up for it early on. What happened to him? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Fucking Cotton Eye Joe job. Left me hanging in the lurch, the cunt. Here, I do the touch now. I love swearing, man. I keep saying fucking all the time. And if you don't like it, you can fuck off. Was on the road. Thought you had left it. When did you get back? Here, fucking Stephen Kelly, hey. Amir to me hoss. Amir to me hoss. We're waiting here for you. You're waiting. Lads waiting on you, hoss. Come on now and get on the stream now, good lad. Good lad now. Good lad now. Come on. Good lad. I'll see if I can give Dwayne Durkin a buzz, man. Yeah, Dwayne. Dwayne Durkin was supposed to play Simcard's brother, Mascard, and ended up seeing the fake pints and then decided to go drinking real pints. And then...
Hello?
Are you here, Dwayne? Do you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Hey, I've just given you the intro there about the time when you were going to play McGahern's brother in Hardy Bucks, Mascard.
Sorry, what we said, man. I can hear on the screen.
Hey, come here, look.
Way behind the voice there.
Right, look here. Hop in there now. There'll be a bit of chat to be had. We got Jimmy Bars in the house.
Hear me, boys.
I can't. Here we go. Jump in, Dwayne. Jump in. So now, how are you doing, Bars? I don't see the face.
How's it going, Marsh? Can you hear me, man? What's the crack?
Oh, I tell you, she's a dry heat tonight, Bars. I'm sweating like an onion.
Oh man, you can hear me, yeah?
I can indeed, baby boy.
Oh, sound. No, it's 47% humidity, very, very low. We've high pressure here, and let me tell you, the weather is going fierce. There's a few high dynamite. The pressure is 1023. 1023 is the pressure. 47% the humidity. It's very warm out in Hartlepool. Gay Byrne was out. The ghost of Gay Byrne.
The ghost of Gay Byrne.
He's a pussy.
It's funny. My uncle Martin Lavin. Someone was asking before. They were like, Martin, what do you think of Gay Byrne? I never liked him. I always thought he was a slimy old bastard.
He was all right. So.
Yes, he was.
He was a piss take. He was a piss take. He was an old piss taker. He knew when the crack was going good, but he never took it too far now. He's no Jeremy Paxman.
He's no Jeremy Beadle.
He's no, well, unfortunately so.
Yes. Do you know what the humidity is here, Baz?
Oh, Sweden. I'd like to say about 78% now.
81%.
Oh, jeez, I was only 3% off. Come on. That's not too bad now.
Hey, there was only the difference between the Kenny I'm drinking's volume.
Oh, no, I've my own Kennings. I've just run out with the Kennings. That reminds me. I'm rolling an old giant. But I've run out with Kennings.
We got Dwayne and Tanya into the mix as well. Dwayne and Tanya. I know you're there. I want to hear this. It was Tanya.
Come on in, you cunts.
Come on in.
And Martin. Morton.
Yeah, Morton.
Can I tell you something, Morton?
Oh, do so.
The whole day I'm sunburned now. I've been sat out since it's 3 minutes past midnight. I've been sat out since midday today with the boy from next door. It's been fierce sunny. We're drinking high nose. We're eating haggis sandwiches.
Ooh, haggis
sandwiches. Lovely, lovely. I cook up a bit of haggis. We sliced it up then, put it in some bread. It was lovely. It was lovely. We've had a bite to eat, a bit of smoke. Let me tell you, I'm burnt out. It's very warm in here now, but it's only because it's coming out my skin, Martin. Martin,
the drink is
there's
coming out.
something to be said for the haggis in the sunshine, Martin.
Oh, come here. Oh, that's the boys up in Scotland to be doing that 24/7, day and night.
Martin, I'll fucking rap any Scottish person, Martin. I'll go up to Scotland and rap them. Yeah, boys, disclaimer, I won't.
I'd fight a crocodile. I'd kill a whale. Actually, while I'm here,
Get him on.
I really want to read you guys a thread that I got into about a crocodile in Australia.
Go on, I'll mute the mic. Go on.
Let me just okay, croc cow Australia. I got into yeah, here it is. I got in, and now and again people reply, and it's I'll show you. It's basically called Monster Croc. It is a big old bastard, to be fair. Like,
is it a bit of a tearjerker for the Peter fellas? Is it?
Oh ho ho! You can check out in the chat group there. You can see the size of the fucking croc going swimming with an old cow in its joins. But where is my where is it now? The bastards, have they taken it away? Bastards. Well, basically, what I wrote was, give me 5 minutes alone with that croc and a baseball bat. Oh, where is it, man? People got so pissed off about it, but some people knew that it was a piss take.
Was it like a particularly what do you call it now? A popular cow, was it?
Oh, fucking, it was a Frisian job.
Hindu boy.
Oh, the whole way. There was another one.
He was up fucking town then. Gandhi was around fucking. He was smoking away, sitting around his cow. A couple of boys came on and said, "Hey, I'm going baiting his cow, man." Gandhi said, "Not my fucking watch, man." Man was a legend then after. Everyone bought him a fucking pint.
It was like the cow that got the cream to cut.
He fucking made it.
He did. I'm just trying to find where it must have been a year ago at this stage. Like,
yep,
bastards. Ah, come on.
Unboshed.
Maybe it was in someone else's. Maybe it was in someone else's like thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically, like it got to the point where like, oh, you'd be eating in no time and all this kind of thing. And I said, you know what I'd do then? I'd wear a fucking a bomb vest, and then as it's eating me, I'd blow it up, and the two of us will go out in a two-way death pact. And then it was like, look, all right, listen, lads, how about I just bring a Magnum? Like, I'm just getting really absurd with it, and people are getting really upset about it. And I was like, look, I'm gonna bring a load of lads from the Ballina pool hall down with me to sort out this scaly miscreant. Sweating like a beast over here, Ms. Clomandili Warner, hey. Whereabouts are you now, hey? Whereabouts you know? And where's Dwayne Durkin? Dwayne, please, come on, I want to hear stories about stateside going. My favorite movie is Funny Games with Michael Pitt. And I'm like, is that Brad's brother? No. Like, what do you think about Scrubs, Tom? Wait for it. I'm no Superman. That's my favorite bit of the whole show. And that's just pure shite, man.
He's right, though. That's mine as well. Like,
and I said, well, what do you think about it? And he goes, it doesn't do anything for me. It no bad language. It's fucking shite. Side, I think it is.
No, but come here to me, Martin. Am I not wrong in saying this? Like, if you look at a lot of English comedy, a lot of Irish comedy, a lot of Canadian comedy, it's really good. It's on the money. Am I wrong in saying, though, most especially things like Scrubs, just that main sort of just hitting every note, American comedy on the level, it's mostly shite. Am I wrong? Like, it's not
You know
funny.
what?
It's
You're
not
not
properly
wrong, mate.
funny. Like, I'm not wrong.
It went
And
down.
there's no, and I'm not slagging off the American lads. There's some great American comedy, but on the level, the most that comes from America will be shite. Whereas most that comes from England, Ireland, Canada, that's good comedy. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
No, but can I also add to that? I think comedy in America has gone downhill since
Yeah,
Murphy
absolutely,
Brown.
absolutely. I'm not talking like from the start. Yeah, you're right.
But what I'm saying is, since they cancelled Home Development, Home Improvement, Murphy Brown, and Wings, I think just it's all gone downhill from there.
It's sad to see. Like,
Wings.
we're getting comedy at the expense of people's feelings now, and you know, and I don't want to go down that whole route, but like America's pioneering it, and that's the problem with American comedy. Like, Canadian comedy, English and Irish doesn't acknowledge it as much. It's I think that's the problem with American stuff now.
Ms. Clomondili Warner says, agree. I feel a lot of it has to cater to the lowest common denominator.
That's what yes. Who was saying that? Sorry, Miss
Clomondili Warner.
Miss Cholmondeley Warner. Oh, the Cholmondeley Warner. She was from a production company. Miss Cholmondeley Warner, eh? Yes, I know well. That's some Enfield crack. And so there's someone who knows well a crack. That's Enfield. Cholmondeley Warner.
Cholmondeley Warner. Fair play to her. I
may have eyes where smoking and drinking, but that's some good crack.
Aye, can't go wrong with it. I was gonna say,
not a tell.
I remember looking at the Big Bang Theory, man, and just like,
no! If I could ever cut my own nose off to spite my face.
And RTE
for me to even watch a minute of that, man, it hurts my fucking feet. It's awful.
Well, RTE spends good taxpayer money buying shite like that Rebel Wilson rubbish.
Jesus Christ!
You know what I mean? It's just. Brian M says
Neil Shansal Khloho. Do you know what I mean? There's no chance created for fucking decent comedy then.
No, they don't want it, man, because what they don't want is people having a good laugh. They want to have it so it's like Big Bang Theory on stilts. John Waters said, read out John Waters' comment. John Walters.
Yeah. And Amanda W.S. above. Big Bang Theory is a load of shite. Amanda W.S.
Amanda.
Fuck you. Amanda. Do you know
Amanda?
W.S. John Walters then. We need. Where's it going?
John Eddie Warner. Thanks very much for the super chat. My name's from Harry Enfield's TV program. Thanks for all the laughs, lads. Just recently got onto your stuff. It's fantastic. Thanks very much. Spread the word, hey, like Philadelphia over some nice toasted bread. John Kenny or Pat Shaw overall, asks R.
John Kenny or Pat Short? Oh, Pat Short, like, is that a question?
Pat Shaw's doing very well for himself. He seems to be one of those...
and before he was doing well for himself, he was Pat Short all day long, from the early fucking 80s when he was young. All the way. Go on, Martin. I've got a guitar as well, mate. I have a guitar as well, mate.
You do?
I don't know if it'll work, but...
Give us a tune.
You know what I mean?
I do indeed, and that's the trouble. What kind of acting do you play? Brian M asked, and I'm sure you watched this as well, Baz. Did you ever watch This Morning with Richard, Not Judy, back in the late 90s? You want the moon on a stick? I used to love that. Outlaw Barber, Pint of Copperberg. Thanks very much, Tyler Schuler, mate. Tyler, you should hop on for an old chat. Sean, anyone who wants it, mate. Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse. Did someone say Modest Mouse? Because that's what I was playing.
Oh, was that what it was, yeah?
Frigenti. There you go, look. Frigenti knows the hate. Will I give them a bit, Martin?
I would do so, man. But saying that, if you do, I might copyright strike, might ruin me.
I forgot
Savory
what I was
mouse.
doing for a minute. I won't hijack the stream. Go on.
No, I
What
was
is
going to
mouse
say,
notification right?
like I was looking over the amount of streams I've done that I was like, what are all these exclamation marks here on all these streams I've been doing? And they've all gone into monetized states, but
Yeah.
the record companies are getting the full hit. So you probably have to watch really annoying adverts if you're not watching this live. Good night, Amanda. Fair play to you. Can I get blessed, love?
Yeah,
Yeah,
play
so
Amanda. Bless you, love.
get yourself a bit of Salpadine.
Hey, Mort, come here, Morton. I've rolled a joint, but my lighter broke. I'm going upstairs for a lighter, and I've run out of beer, but I've a naggy in a buckine. I'm going to get that too.
Oh, an old nagging in a bucket tonight. Oh, tonight. Hardly Bob says, it's really a shame that yourself and Chris Tordoff don't work together anymore while you're both doing your own thing, which must be interesting. Have either of you thought of doing on YouTube's? Look, sure, this is a riddle as old as time. It's not me who doesn't want to do it. And I've accepted it. I've built my own show here now, so for me, it's a lot smaller, and it certainly isn't doesn't have the production value of the series, but it's a nice outlet for me to, in fairness, like I also learn a lot from streams, from chatting to you guys in the chat. You keep me up to date on all the latest goings on, and I appreciate that. But of course, man, it's it'd be like if fucking Cannonball just went, we're not a duo no more, or Foster and Allen, or Black and Decker. But that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Martin, you should put your crypto wallets up for donations under your video. Also, if you can get on Armada on Pirate Chain website, you can put your stuff up there as well, so everyone can find you. Tyler, I'll have to have a little more of a nuanced chat with you about that tomorrow, perhaps. If you can furnish me with the details to that, then we'll talk. I think I'd like a touch of crypto, because fair play to him, Elon Musk fucked me. Elon, I thought Ethereum was going to go up, and I looked at the likelihood of I was like, it's growing. Maybe I, like always, came in last minute. There's a really good American guy. He's very funny, called what's his name? Long. What's his fucking name again? He's Ryan Long. He does some brilliant stuff. He did a really funny thing about crypto, and his like character he's playing is his suffering girlfriend was like, he day trades on Coinbase and never even covers the cost of the fiat ramp. It will go up. Just hold on to it. Are you a Count Dankula fan, Martin? Would love to see him on the show. Don't know what y'all would talk about, but you're both interesting and funny as hell. Yeah, I think he's very good, man. I like his Mad Lads series. He's
a good man.
If any, again, a bit of homework for you all. Ask him to come on the stream. I like critical drinkers funny as well, man. He's like these are basically lads my age. How old are you, Jimmy?
32.
32. Yeah, see, you're in the millennial zone, whereas I was kind of straddling Gen X, Pepsi Max, and
Generation X.
So, yeah,
What we've got it. How do you do that now?
Generation X.
Generation X.
Lovely bit of percussive work there from Mr. Barn. I was gonna say, right, fucking, get on to Dankula and the boys and just say, get over to that channel. It's sound.
Come on out.
Job. Crypto, what's it all about? Sounds dodgy to me.
I may say, Morton. There's a boy who comes in the screen. He comes in the stream. I've got in a bit of crypto with him. It's called Cardano. I've got a bit of Cardano now. It's only about 15 quid. I think it was 8.5 Cardano. I don't know what it's doing now because someone's brokering it for me. I can say, Morton, you've missed nothing. It's shite. There's no crack in it, man. There's no crack in it. It's like waiting for a red light when there's no one crossing.
Exactly.
It's shite.
Yeah,
No
it,
crap.
it would have been grand if I got in November. It would have been sound. Ms.
It would have
Music,
been grand
you
if you
did
got
one,
in fucking. It would have only been grand if you got in November 8 years ago and it was fucking
yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only
But you
time it
know
would be
what?
grand.
If my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Well, and if she was named Peter, she might be your daddy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Isn't that right?
oh, we're flying it.
But I was gonna say with the likes of Dankula and the Critical Drinker, those kind of lads. How you know autographs by? I was gonna say that the likes of us, we were there before the internet took off, but we were still young when it started. We were kind of like we were like I was 18 when 9/11 happened, and that's when the world started kind of going to shit, really.
Yeah, man, I'd be there. I was, bottom side of that generation, fully experiencing it there with you. You know well.
Yeah, but there's something going on, man. All this woke shit, right? It's it's taking away the fun. You know what I mean? It's like when Dave Chappelle was joking.
It's deeper than just people's feelings, isn't it? It's
There's an agenda there, just to wedge apart. Yeah, I think it's basically wedging apart the different demographics against each other.
Well, of course it is. Come here to me, Morton. You know well. You know well. I'm Jimmy Bars, man. It's not my real name, but I'd be a very mixed race, man. My dad's side's is Caribbeans, Jamaicans, and Antiguans. My mum's side is Irish. I'm born and bred in England. There couldn't be more Heinz 57. Not ever growing up did I ever see the black side having trouble, the white side having trouble. There was none of this slurs. It was none of that. No troubles getting jobs. So my granda, a black man, president of the local rugby club. Me dad after him is that now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's never a problem. Now is we're hearing these words and these classes and these isms and schisms. Like it's sure it's only an agenda, boy. It's only an agenda now. It's only a problem now that it's being said that it's a problem. There was never a problem before inside of it. And I can tell you that now is a fiercely Heinz 57 mixed like fella. Like,
yeah, but man, that's the thing.
Same as yourself, Martin. You're a mixed fella. No, well.
Well, I mean, I've lived everywhere, and I was always raised by basically, treat others how you'd like to be treated. And that was it. You can't really go far wrong. How about this? What are your opinions on actors basically impersonating Brent, as in David Brent? I came across a series on the BBC called People Just Do Nothing, and it's so blatantly that they're impersonating the character, or more so impersonating Gareth, I'd say.
That's a fantastic question, in fairness.
Yeah, but I think they'd seen Hardy Books and just kind of took a bit of a leaf out of that, to be honest with you. And I say that because my sister knows them, and she was trying to get them onto them, and apparently they're acting a bit.
Which one? Oh, Trish.
Trishine, yeah, because
they're now there's a great character out of the blue as well, but it's not out of the blue. She's a Maloney, like the fairness.
Well, that's where I learned it. I wonder, maybe I can get her on the stream. See if I can.
I'll get her in. So, I turned on the laptop there, so I could see if I can get the camera on, but it was on very low battery. But I may plug it in. I should get the camera on. We need to see the bars, man.
I'll tell you one thing. The gig in London that time was great crack. I thought it was going to be the beginning.
Oh, Martin, I tell you, 90 that gig. Go on, say it.
I thought it was the start of many more. Oh, there's some echo there. Whose side? Yeah, 1 second. Maybe I should put in the old headphones. 1 second.
It's probably just the way I was stood. No, man, that gig was the start of what should be many more. And then fucking lockdown happened.
Yeah, and funny, isn't it? Like the crack with Fauci and anyone who said it came out of a lab, it was like, you're a conspiracy theorist. Come on, Sam.
Cheers, boys. No, man, that should have been the start of something massive. And I mean, it was like, but it's only been virtual now. But look at.
Saying that, it has been good crack as well.
Oh, it's been unreal, but like we should be in pubs together, not fucking StreamYards. Let me get the charger for the laptop. I'll see if I can get the camera going, guys.
1 second now. 1 second, Shawnee, mate. Shawnee, talk about the PayPal link. If I could get the crypto going now, I'd be doing all right. Hold on, we got Sophie Mary. Thank you very much, Sophie Mary. Fuck those silicone slags. Good on you, Sophie. Fair play to you.
Silicone slags. Yeah, I like it. I like the cut of it. I like
Give
the cut of
Sophie
it.
a follow there on Instagram at Chunkface.
Give her an old follow chunk face, boys. If you don't, you're only fucking dirt, August Phil.
She's a beautiful looking woman, and she's got a face carved by angels.
Oh, she's
I
fine.
want to say Amanda WS.
Let me just plug in now. Jesus Christ. They wouldn't be a big fan of the technology.
Jeremy LeBlanc, thank you for the super chat as well. And Sophie Mary, fair play to you. And all the patrons on Patreon. I know I haven't been doing much on Patreon lately, but like basically come here and meet me, and it's a nice little touchy and fair play to you. Shawneen asked for the PayPal link. I think I put it in the description of the video. But however, if you're feeling like, you know what, I have a few handy spare bits of coin there from the old PUP, I might just give feckin' Maloney an old touch for his sterling work he just be doing on his digest. Everyone has become an epidemiologist and cryptocurrency expert in the last 12 months. It's amazing, says CM Fox. It really is. I claim to be no expert in either of the fields. I hope Danny Dyer doesn't get cancelled. Man, Danny Dyer is brilliant. At the time we talked about David Cameron, he went, David Cameron is a twat.
Wasn't that on live TV as well, was it?
Yeah. But you know what? People love Danny Dyer. Do you remember the time Mark Kermode was...
He's gas.
He is gas. I love him, man.
Do
you remember when he was on...
do you remember when he was with Denny Doy's fucking odd men? Oh, this is more Mike Stephen French. They give him the inch punch. Oh, fucking hell, Steve.
Mike, slow down. Fucking hell, you nearly knocked me spark out.
He rocked him. But he took it. He fucking took it.
He did. He's like, fucking hell, Moty. You could tell his Irish roots.
Hey, come here, Morton. I've got the laptop going now, so I'll be able to get a camera going. So I'll switch on to another. How do I get back on here? Did I click a profile? Did I click a link in the YouTube chat, or what? How did I get here?
There's a link in the YouTube chat there as well.
YouTube chat.
I'm Danny Dyer, and I believe in UFOs, says Wee Deegan. Man, one of my favorite Danny Dyer things of all time, when he goes in and your man is like, this was verified as being an authentic video by the FBI or something like this, and he's showing this really terrible looking alien that just looked like a rubber alien, and Danny Dyer is like, let's go. Who's ringing? Deadliest name.
Sorry, so I'll mute the microphone, sorry.
Know about it. Roshi Mack says, I know some mad stories about Danny Dyer. My brother was in a film years ago called The Twench, but I can't tell any of them or I'm dead. You get flinchy rounds, have a word with you, Roshi. I was going to say, right, it's something I was going to say about Danny Dyer. There was... I was on the tip of my brain. What was it? I had a really nice nugget of comedy about Danny Dyer. Bollocks. I've lost it. I'm tired. My brain's gone on the blink. Sean Ryder in search of UFOs. But he was in a film with him, not a trench. I'm Danny Dyer, and I'm with Roshi Mack's brother down in a trench. It's fucking raining and all the mud is coming in. I feel like, you know, those boys who were out in the trenches in World War One. Proper man. What? When I was in this pub in Burnley, it was getting proper on top. Their local boys seemed nice and admirable in the beginning, but it was a veneer of villainy just lurking under the surface. Dr. David, Derek Corder's after you from the netherworld. Derek Accorder, good lad is our Derek. What was I going to say about Danny Dyer? What I love about Danny Dyer is his authenticity. I think authenticity is something that in the last 7 years, predominantly since the rise of people having branding themselves as a brand-friendly brand, I think basically what...
Sorry about that.
You know, like Jimmy, work with me on this tangent, right, and see if there's any credence to it.
Yeah, go on.
I think the falsehoods of people's integral characters not being true to themselves has come about because of the recent change in social media, that people will brand themselves in order to attract business from people looking for influencers, let's say.
Well, look, I can boil it down without hearing more. I can boil it down to this very simply. It's the monetization of people's ego.
Yes.
Simple. That's all it is. And there's a lot of sycophantic people, a lot of sociopathic people, and those are the sort of people who would bite into this now. And it goes very well. That's why you'd see people who would be in their 30s, 40s, they're on a thing called TikTok. It's called TikTok. If you're not any older than 12, boys, get off it. What are you at? What are you at?
Did the mouse go up the clock?
It's the monetization of the ego. Don't we all want to be on the fucking little phone dancing and everyone going, oh, isn't that funny? Boys, it's the monetization of the ego. It boils down to that, Martin.
I was sent a very funny video today of Jerusalem, the song, but it had like a Chinese dictator, and there was just loads of like oppressive regimes from the past, and they just had a load of Irish guards beating people up to the whatever the music was.
Down in Kerry baiting the fellas for the rations.
Yeah.
Fellas, no.
I'm gonna see if I can put these headphones in and see if I can put them in.
Come here, I'll oh sure.
How are you getting on anyway? How's things? What are you up to?
Oh Jesus, we're flying at the moment. I've just got I'm getting the stream now on the laptop. I've got it plugged in. I'll show you on the camera because I'm going to get the camera on. You'd know well Robert Emmett, so you would.
Robert Emmett, by
Robert Emmett, the old Dublin, old Irish rebel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be an and now I'm talking no shite. So he'd be an ancestor, traceably so, on my man's side. I only found out there's a Robert Emmett's hurling club down in London. So I went and got a jersey for it. So I've got holding it in my hand now. Come on the camera, boy.
In London, Sweden.
No, London, England.
Oh, London,
England. Robert Emmett's hurling club. So I've got the jersey in the hands now.
You'll have to come over to Sweden.
Well, look, will they let me out without the jabbing? Will they?
Fuck the jab, man. Fuck the jab.
Will they let me out without the jabbing?
I mean, I can't understand why people are.
No jabbing.
It's basically take it if you're afraid.
Hey.
Don't take it if you don't want it.
Sorry much. Throw the old link in the chatting so I can rejoin again. I'll join on the laptop now. I've got it up and there's a camera on this, so you'll be able. We can see the bars, man.
The bars. Welcome, bars. Welcome to the pleasure zone.
Jesus, bars. Biggest man in Yorkshire. I'm not from Yorkshire, like.
I like Dr. David, as usual, we're coming in with absolute gold. I live beside the canal on Bagot Street. It's now full of microbrewery, IPA drinking, authenticity seeking merchants, Instagramming themselves into photocopies of people they want to be.
Oh, shit, good Jericho, I guess I go G-Shack, like. Do you know what I mean? Jesus. G-Shack.
G-Shack is right by.
Oh, look. There's too much of it, boys. That's what we're saying is the TikTok generation. People are in the 30s, and it's fine to be on a thing called TikTok, and you're in your 30s. Boys, would you never turn your hand to a fucking steel bar a bit of turf?
Mitchell Balson's good stuff. Pleasure, Mitchell, you're a good lad. It's financially detrimental to you to do anything that people might find offensive, but people aren't built like that. You are literally a sentence away from being cancelled, so you have to toe the line. I think fuck the line, man. Fuck the line. Yeah. Love isn't always on time.
Hey, there's one thing we do with old lines now. They get fucking sufflated. Go on, look at that in your dictionary, you bastard, you.
Yeah,
they call it the Collins Dictionary. The big fella. Won the boys.
You know what? I think that it's all going to come around soon enough, and people are just going to be like, nah, I'm just going to say exactly how I feel. And, you know, because the thing is, the good thing is about the internet, there's always a way around. You know what I mean? There's always a way of Dr. David. Oh, Figenti, fair play to you. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Oh, no, Figenti, go on by. And he likes the modest mouse. There's a lad who knows. He's welcome in Casa del Bars.
He fucking is. Fair play to you. Thank you very much, and you're very welcome.
No autographs. Says fuck TikTok. Fair play, no autographs. Doing good work in the county.
Couldn't begin it.
He just said us.
Is that me? No.
You'll have to wear headphones, boys. You'll have to wear headphones. This lad's
Man,
ears
you
turn
ain't.
into echo chambers.
Many wanks today.
7.
Several.
Show the face, McGint. Begin it.
One.
Show the face.
You country's bastard.
Many wanks today.
7. Let him record it. He must record it.
How many fellas?
There was a beheading on TikTok.
Right.
That lad was a header.
Double bar.
Record it. He must record it. There was a beheading on TikTok. That lad was a header. Show your face.
Hold on, Jimmy Baz. I'm
Show the face.
trying to enter the
Show me
studio
your face.
now with a.
Show the face.
Like
now.
Wilder with
Cash,
jazz.
cash. Yeah. Jobbing at you.
Jimmy Baz. I'm
We had to remove Cunt McGint because there was an awful echo in the back.
It's a face. I'm trying to join in with the laptop now, Martin. It should have a cam
It
on
said
it.
device is not connected. Fair play to StreamYard, man. I mean, for the little duck with the old the lug phones, he's a very nice duck, and he's up there in the top right corner. And if I spend fucking 30 quid a month, I can remove that and put in whatever I like.
And do what we like.
Hold on, I'll remove the other one there, Jimmy. Hold on. You're buffering. You're buffering. So,
I'm trying to connect with the laptop as well on one called Jimmy Bars, and it's got a camera on it. The camera is working, but
oh man, you know what, Dr. David, you just that man sums things up into such sublime, idiosyncratic sound bites. Twitter is for David O'Doherty. Look, it's Chris Cornell, man. Hold on, I'll mute you for a sec.
wait for it.
Right, yeah. We'll wait till you get sorted out. Oh, Baz is off again. What it says, Twitter for David O'Doherty, ironic cat jump wearing Lisa Hannigan sympathizes. What a brilliant, a beautiful line there, David. It's like, oh, cool, Claire. Did you go and see fucking Duke special, Duke music or whatever? Lisa, Damien Wright is a fucking Claire. Seen Belloc Swan in the Olympia, did you? Wearing cords and drinking Beamish at the back. Ah, it's beautiful stuff, man. It's just like I'm on the keyboard. Oh ho ho! Look at me. Clue, click, click, Claire, click, clue, clue, click, Claire, click, clue, clue. Cool. Space saucers. All right, you're back on there, Jimmy. Ghosts. Instagram and TikTok are poison for the mind and souls. Jimmy will be back. Jimmy Bars. Yeah, TikTok, man. I've seen some video on YouTube about some nonce from England who was doing all these TikTok videos, like singing and doing replies to people. But apparently, it was noncing his way around on different forums. Yeah, don't like the idea of old creeps fucking looking at young girls doing dances. I mean, there's an awful lot of bad cunts out there, man. You know what I mean? Would you be supporting the Euro scores? What's the crack with the Euro scores? The football, is it? How's you and the Schleigo boys? They're all right, man. Myself and your man, fucking Kean Egan from Westlife job. Himself was just fucking living life to the max, man. Eating chicken wings, drinking pints, just fucking living it up, surfing up in fucking Strand Hill, man. Strand Hill, self and Kean Egan. Just shaking hands and fucking living life. Going up to Rosnella, having times by the campfire, living it up, not giving a fuck, living life in the fast lane. Here, my recent drunk dialing of Brian McFadden has reached new levels. I have to say, this was a very funny meme for any of you. When you're so bad at catching Smurfs, you're forced to find a new job. Fucking Gargamel job. Yeah, Gargamel. Let me see what the latest ska is in Brian McFadden land. Let me see. Where you know, Brian? Where you know, Brian? Okay. So the last one was Saturday the 1st of August. Okay. Brian, sorry for ringing you at a late time. I'm over here talking to some Swedish finers. I'd say I'd ring a man for street cred reasons. I don't expect a reply, but keep it cushy. So that was from a while back.
Sorry, March. Am I back in?
Yeah, you're back in.
Sorry, man. I was trying to do the laptop so I could get the camera. I guess it didn't work.
Fuck, man. Some of these have I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know where some of these messages went, but here's my mate man Rodney Dillon. And it was like go on B. Rod's party boy Connor's best friend were sound cunts. We got fucking Tyler Schuler. A man, Tyler, how are you getting on?
Hey, what's the crack, Martin? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Are you winning?
Oh, yeah. I always, mostly long-term investment stuff. I'll trade a little bit if it skyrockets, but I always.
Is there going to be any skyrocketing happening?
Well, it's going to bounce back up and down, but Bitcoin should hit 100 grand before the year's out. So.
Hey, tell me this now. Have you any advice on the Cardano?
The Cardano? Yeah, I don't really mess around with Cardano too much. There's something on Coinbase. It's called Algorand. It gets you 6% on your money, which is a pretty good return. I mean, for like if you just want to keep your money in like a savings account. So 6%, that's decent.
That's it's better than a fucking current account in Thailand. I'll tell you now. Tell you 90.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, but the Cardano I don't mess around with too much. I've heard different things though. It's listed on Coinbase here. Hey, but if people just invest, just diversify their portfolio on that stuff, by the end of the year it's going to go up. So, like I said, I'm a long-term investor, so I don't really look at the short term, too much.
Yeah, man. It's all got to be long term, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at Bitcoin is obviously the precedent, and it's cliched now, but obviously
what I think is a bit
precedent.
shit about Bitcoin is everything else is tied to it. So if Bitcoin doesn't do well, then everything else just bottoms. So it doesn't make sense. Roshi Mac says, have you ever seen the worst concept for a TV show? Who's doing the dishes with Brian McFadden on ITV? It's like something Alan Partridge would pitch as a shit idea. Yeah, but unfortunately, TV's all out of good ideas. Next thing it'd be like beheading on TikTok featuring Chris Akabusi.
Tonight, we've got himself, Faustino Asprilla, decapitates a man from another football team. It's happening.
Remember Faustino Asprilla did the cartwheel that time in '96, or the backflip, was it? And I was just like,
legend for Newcastle. Oh,
yeah, that was when Alan Shearer got caught when he got signed for 15 mil. It was like the biggest transfer. Tyler Mitchell asks, is investing in Dogecoin worse or better than sticking your member in a meat grinder?
Yeah, I don't mess with Dogecoin because of the technology. It's not good. I mean, it's okay if you want to day trade it and get in and out, but it's a huge risk. I mean, you got to time it just right. I got friends that do it, but like I said, they've been doing this stuff since Bitcoin came out. So so just be careful.
Yeah, I bought traded $20 worth of Ethereum today, and I was like, sure, Ethereum's going nowhere. Like, Billy White says, would you invest in XRP? You can't really.
XRP, that's Ripple, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Ripple. I don't invest in that either because that's going to be used by the central banks probably later, that kind of technology.
Cunts.
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 I have to say.
I just invest in private coins mostly, like Monero, WowNero, Zcash is pretty private. Pirate Chain, of course. But those are, so any of those coins, the government don't know you have them.
Jimmy Coin.
Stateside coin.
Schleigo Coin.
That would be a good meme.
Would you invest in one for all vouchers at the post office?
Give me some fucking Ballyhonest coin, boy. I'll be away.
So what's the crack in Ireland? Is the pub still closed?
I love this, man.
During the 7th, I believe.
Vigenti says this, actual advice here, but we're talking about Fustino Asprilla. Oh, man.
Vigenti, hey, and I may say one thing. Till I ever seen Vigenti, there's a fella I'll buy a fucking pint for. Hey, and I'll play Modest Mouse for ye, boy. I'll play for ye, boy.
Hey, Billy White says, did he say pirate coin? He sure did, Billy. And man, if I was too lazy to go home and transfer my shot to bits Ethereum coins from Coinbase over to Trade Ogre because I just couldn't be fucking arsed. I was like, well, Ethereum's down, Pirate Coin is down, so what's the difference? Do you know what I mean? It's like they're both down, so maybe if Pirate Coin went up, Crowbar Coin.
It'll be all right. Like I said, it's gonna go up again. So it always does. Like I always tell my friends when it goes up and down, because I've been messing with this stuff for 2012, I guess, 11, somewhere around there.
Good, yeah.
When Bitcoin was 550.
Great, yeah, for the hell.
Back when Bitcoin was a boy.
Oh,
yeah.
when before Offaly fell off.
How come we can't see your face, Baz? What's going on there?
I tried to make the fucking laptop work. I don't know, the boys might have seen it for 2 seconds. Oh, it's gas in here as well. I've got new paintings up. I've got reverse rolls. I've a lovely Nagina book fast in the hand. But it was just lagging out. So I don't have a webcam to plug into the computer. So I tried the laptop, but it's shite. It's one of me fellas, we are good friends, laptops. It doesn't work. It's shite. So yeah. No camera anyway.
Fuck it. Hey, you still got the voice of an angel.
Hey, come here to me till I tell you I'm in the Ethereum. I might be in the Ethereum.
Oh man, you know what? I'm so tempted to ring up stateside.
I'll try and get the camera going as well, because there's gas crack going, boys. I have lovely joints. I have a lovely Naggy in a book. It would look lovely on the screen.
It would of course.
Lovely long locks on me. Hey,
his mustache was too mighty.
I'll never get a go again. Hey, come here, hey. Oh, jeez. Come here, man.
Go on, Bars. If there's any man can do it. What's the weather like there in Oklahoma, Tyler?
Oh, right now it's a lot like Ireland.
Oklahoma. Sorry. You're from Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma City.
Hey. Oh, dude. Do you know? You might know the man, my man, Michael Hedges.
Michael Hedges. Is he a golfer?
No. A musician.
Is he a hedge fund banker?
Oklahoma, Enid, Oklahoma. Michael Hedges. I recommend anyone who likes music, especially guitars, Michael Hedges, Enid, Oklahoma.
Ragweed? Is that his band?
Jimmy, is he any relation to Benson?
Well, Benson was the fella who sold the fags. He stole the name from Michael, he did.
The bastard.
The Virginia's bastard. No, Enid, Oklahoma. Michael Hedges, boys. The best guitarist in the world.
It's not ringing a bell, but there's lots of live
If you're from Oklahoma, Tyler, you've got to check him out, brother. You've got to check him out, my friend.
See,
I'll check him out.
Do it.
I could call stateside, but then it would be back in, like it's been quite been quite peaceful.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I'm sure stateside would have a lot of stories to tell. I'm sure if we rang stateside now, I'd be like, "Well, Morton, how are you? All right, what's the crack?"
But he's fucking down for half an hour. Martin, am I still connected by the mic?
You are indeed, lad. You are
Right.
indeed.
The laptop's open now. It's coming onto a YouTube page where I might get the link. Right, it's coming on now to a YouTube page. So I apologise now if there's any feedback. I'll turn the mic off in a minute.
I'll send you the link now in the chat group. I'll send you a link in chat group.
Wait for it. I'll give you the cue.
Call him, says Days of MKT Way.
Cahir.
Oh man, should we get stateside on the fucking chat? I'm just like, I'll see if I get
Stateside like that in real life.
It's
worse.
As long as I can hit that link, it's going to work. Right, there's the link. Can you hear me, guys?
We can indeed.
Right, so that's on the normal mic. I'm coming in now. I'm going to try and bring in the Jimmy bars with the, what do you call it, camera. We'll see if it works, guys. It's slow enough. Talk away there, boys. Go on.
I'm going to give Sasha a buzz and see if he's available. Can we get him into the mix?
He sounds like a good Polish fella.
He is actually, his dad's Polish. Or
I
was
fucking
Polish.
love the Poles. I have Polish family. They're only my favourite people. Now, it looks like
They
it's
like,
going to work.
they like the Irish.
This camera. I'll route
They
this
love
camera.
the crack. They love
camera,
pints and mass.
Oh, they love mass.
Frankie Schneckatori.
We'll see if this works.
Here we go. Is it going to work, Tyler?
I think. Maybe. It's buffering.
We might get it. She's looked slow enough, man. The bandwidth is, she's bottlenecking. She's throttling. She's in bother. It's not going too well. I'll play as a few little touches.
You got any projects going on, Martin?
Yeah, there's a bit of projects for August in the pipeline.
It's going.
There he is. You got a great bronzy for yourself. Oh, the Bookfest.
Oh, but whew.
She's buffering. Shoneen says the heat and humidity is crushing the bandwidth.
It's hot in Ireland.
The crushing of the bandwidth. Bandwidth is done. The bandwidth on a Saturday night. And Jimmy Bars is frozen. I had to try and play it a bit royalty free there. Stop the no men from knocking on my power buzz. Looks like we didn't. Unfortunately, we lost Jimmy again. He's going to have to get the old Aircon broadband just to boost it up. So how's the channel been going, Tyler? Have you been getting many views lately?
Yeah. I got my pirate chain video. I think I got it wasn't a lot, like 300 views or something.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I just steady. I'm gonna keep putting out that information.
You're starting from the ground floor.
I gave it a try, boys. The laptop is fucked. With the camera is fucked. Good luck.
What can you do? As Dr. Davis said, bandwidth back to Ballinish Law, pre-bypass levels.
Your man said it. I had a laugh to myself. I was probably offline. So Mitchell Bolton, Jimmy, the Perseverance rover on Mars has a bit of connection with him. Like he said it himself is right.
That's the fucking. Hey, you're good old skins, lads. You're good old skins. But I was thinking, it's we're nearly coming up on the second hour of this Sunday morning, and help me out. But I was thinking I might have to, because what time is it there now? That's a real Irish question. What time is it there now in America?
It's 7 o'clock, Oklahoma City. Well, it's almost 7.
Jesus Christ!
Jeez, tonight he's the whole day ahead of him. The whole evening ahead of him. I was going to say, how's things over in the States, man? Is there any wild stories at all? You know, Fauci looks like he's in a bit of bother.
Yeah. That's the main topic. Right? So everybody's kind of pissed off right now.
It's funny how BuzzFeed, such a shite publication, leaked the emails. It's like sometimes a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're basically like essentially saying, oh well, he was under a lot of pressure and like all this stuff, like making excuses for it.
Heat pressure. Like, Soviets used to use this for torturing cunts.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you have pressure, but your information like locked down an entire world. You know? Like,
yeah. It's basically
he's responsible.
He has taken money out of my pocket, out of your pocket, out of everyone's pocket. People haven't been allowed to see their loved ones. It's just, man, it's been like a complete like non-eventful year and a half for everyone. And yeah, the mainstream media and the social media are fucking running cover for him. Yeah, man. I don't know why anyone trusts them. Do you know what I mean?
General Flynn, he called for a coup a few days ago. Like
was it a genuine coup, or was it a genuine coup, or was it like kind of they've taken him out of context, kind of?
Oh, possibly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is just what's on the news. I haven't even looked into it.
No, that's what the official story is. Yeah, it's man, it's a fucking joke over there, man. You know what I mean? It's it was always one of the places.
Same in all of us, though. Isn't it shame? Isn't it the same?
England is bad. Ireland is bad. Oh, yeah, actually, the only people who seem to have got it halfway right is Sweden. I'm actually impressed with the way Sweden have done things. Even though you'll get people over here going, "Oh, it's awful," but at least
there's a few want to bend the knee. There's a few want to bend the knee in Sweden. And the rest
big time.
Do well to keep them in check. The cunts.
Aye.
They play Sweden.
Yeah, there's tons of people from like California moving out to Oklahoma. Like every other place in California.
Man, everyone seems to be leaving California. It seems like you're taxed to just unreal.
What an awful state.
Oh, what an awful state is right. It used to be California used to be, if it was a country, it was one of the highest GDPs internationally. But like they've destroyed, man. It's pure corruption. Like it's the same thing that happened in the Roman Empire and every empire, and it's
not the crack. And it's not the crack, Martin.
It is the crack. It's like
the empire. It's not. It's Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga job. It's like it's like today I was trying to fix a palm tree or a plant that I'd overwatered, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with it? I've given it plenty of water. Like I put it out in the sun. Why is it dying on me? And I'd read it was overwatered, and you should aerate the soil and give them. It was drowning, is right. The poor old creatorine.
Down inside the bag.
But what I did is I had to cut away the old rot from the leaves, and that's what the crack is. It depends, like in the States and in England, like is the rot so bad that you just have to go.
It needs to be excised, Martin. You're fucking nail on the head by. Needs
like
to be
a plant. Yeah, exactly. It's like an old planting.
But the only people in the position to be able to do it don't have the bollocks or the spine to do it.
Now we'll look at that Matt Hancock man. Matt Wankcock, more like it.
It would make a difference. It's cuntish.
Old Klaus Schwab has got the fucking. He's got the plans on hitting the internet where it hurts. He's like, but we need to prepare ourselves for the great coronavirus of the internet.
Give him 10 minutes in a room with Buzz McDonald, and he'll change his mind. His mind.
Just give him 10 minutes with me and Buzz, just clocking him with phone books.
Stop the line. He'll be inside the books, but he'll be inside the form.
You like that, Klausy?
Hey, how about this, you fuck?
What about this tonight?
Please, not my beautiful dome. Yeah, he'd be he's the kind of dickhead, right? Like he's bald as a coot, but he'd probably go to like the best barber around and pay like $3,000 for a haircut. You know what I mean?
Like,
I was talking to a woman today, a local businesswoman. She's a lovely woman who has a coffee or a cafe near me, and she was working in managing these big posh nightclubs in the centre of Stockholm. They'd be like Lily's Bordello back in the day times 100. Like you're talking some of the money floating around in town. But she was telling me she'd be getting. You know what she'd be getting, lads? Each person who was working there, waitressing, would get on average $2,500 a night in tips.
A night? Fuck off.
Because you'd have these lads who were just so fucking rich that
God.
like they would say to her, can you get me a pack of cigarettes?
Where's the gender pay gap there, boys? I get mine knob out, I go to jail.
I wouldn't be getting that fucking handily in a night, I tell you. Now in every blue moon I might get a touch with that.
No, fair fucks like.
But Dr. David again chimes in with an absolute winner. Matt Hancock looks like the kind of lad that would bring jewellery back to Argos.
He's a squirrel bastard, so he is.
Oh, he's awful, man.
Bastard.
He needs to be bent over and just sorted.
Oh, he needs to be fucking ruined, like.
He needs to get Zed from Pulp Fiction and the boys just to fucking take him for a spin, bring the gimp out for a night out. Actually, he probably is the gimp.
If he says he's going to Cornwall for his summer holiday. So if there's anyone on from Cornwall now, boys, if ye see Matt Hancock in July, give him a good old fucking shafting for us, boys.
Throw him a good driving headbutt.
Throw him a fucking bone for us, boys.
Throw him a few clocks, not the kind that you tell the time with either.
Jeez, I'd love 10 minutes in him.
How is it in England, Baz?
Well, it's in the northeast. I suppose it's a bit different up in here because, like, it's so it's more like Scotland, but like less political. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck's going on in Scotland, man?
Hartlepool, as you know, is a mad town. It's just got its first Conservative MP. I have nothing to do with that, but the first Conservative MP in 54 years. But it makes no difference. The crack hasn't changed. I'm sat out on the front on my street there all day today in the sun, drinking away, smoking away, having the crack. People up and down, old fellas, viewers, young fellas, everyone having the crack up and down the street with me and me next door neighbour Corky there. It's the northeast mentality doesn't tie into the whole London, England demographic. It's like its own country, do you know what I mean, over here? And then especially like Corky next door have the Irish route as well. So it's the crack's going better than. We're cracking on to a lass who's just moved into the street. She's half Tipperary, like her mother's from Tipperary, so she's coming over tomorrow for the hurling, boy. Against Westmeath at 2 o'clock, TG Carr.
Oh, that'll be handy. That'll be handily won.
And no disrespect to Westmeath, they're in the wrong fucking league, boy. Mine here, they shouldn't be there.
Ballyhane boys don't stop.
But no, the crack out here, it's going good. The pubs have been open a while. It's all table service, but people bend the rules. No one gives a fuck in the northeast, man. It's not like London. London's different, so I can't speak for all England. But the northeast is grand.
You know, some people are. You know, like in Italy, the boys who had all the restaurants and the pubs, they were like, you know what, fuck this, we're all opening up together. And when everyone did it together, that was it. Couldn't stop everyone. Yeah. And I see the problem is people believe the shite they read in the news, and
what is it?
They're intelligent people that have trusted.
Yeah, and isn't that the tragedy? Most of the people who are so, you know, indoctrinated into it and convincing themselves are intelligent, and it's so sad to see, boys. It's so sad to see. Like, otherwise, right intelligent people are just, you know, going along with shite that they must know is just stupid. Like, come here. You can have 6 people in Tanland right now. You can have 6 people sitting at a table drinking pints, but a 7th person can't sit down. But they could sit at a table 2 meters away. But you can all put your little muzzles on the table.
Do you know that's the equivalent of Jimmy?
The muzzles and the germs coming off the muzzle. Then what? Wow, come on.
You know what it's like? It's like having a pissing section in a swimming pool.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally is. It's going to leak anywhere else, so.
Do you know?
That's a great analogy there, though. I enjoy that.
But it is though. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, you're basically sitting in the same room, breathing the same air. But if you wear a mask while walking around, somehow.
Yeah, and then you can take it off when you're sitting down. Like, where's the?
Bossy said if we get the shot, we can pee in the pool. That's what he said.
You can shit in the pool if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking great with the Krispy Kreme donut.
Okay, Mitchell says, not to lower the tone, but it's so sad funeral limits and people have died not surrounded by loved ones. That's fucking, it's a joke, man. Like that's, imagine all these poor elderly people stuck in homes and shitted up because most of them have just believed what has been said in the papers. And, I feel like humanity is kind of going in two separate directions. There are people who are kind of like the veneer of all the bollocks has kind of fallen away. And I suppose this last year and a half has been a real educational experience in terms of who you've got to kind of look out for and be like, versus.
It's I'll say it on the stream like it's, and you know it well. You helped me through it as much as other good friends. During the lockdown is one of the reasons in October last year, at the end of October, my little brother killed himself. He would have been 30 in February. Killed himself because of the lockdown. No coronavirus killed him. So it's all perspective then. But that's not what the media want to talk about. But it's not about media then. It's about the actual people. You can't express that. You can't, you can't project that. And people want to talk about safe and community, but they don't want to hear about.
They don't give a fuck about, man. They don't give a shit about safe.
Yeah, exactly. Community. It's not about safety. It's not about this. It's just narrative. So
it's about control.
There couldn't be more proof to that.
Yeah,
and
it is about control.
You know what I mean? And you were a good man there to help me through that as well. Do you know what I mean? But that's what it's about. It's about the people who know each other at the time. That's where things come from. People are looking at, they've got all the TikToks and their Facebooks and their YouTubes. We've got YouTubes, fair enough. But, everyone's got all these hyper fucking extended friendships. It's not people they actually know. And that's where they're paying attention to. And that's where they're putting their hope on, their faith on, paying their attention to, they're paying their money to. And, pay more attention to closer to home, boys, the people you're talking to. That's who gets you through it.
Exactly.
And that's what the whole coronavirus things proved to me. Do you know what I mean? It's the people that is close to you that actually care. As many as everyone else wants to talk about safe, stay safe, look after yourself. It's just a slogan, boys. It's the ones you can feel it, the people who know, because they're the ones who are there. Do you know what I mean, boys? And Martin's the one who's there.
Yeah, right. You know what? It's but I was, this, last year and a half for me has been particularly. It was tough anyway because of certain things that happened personally. But the fact that you kind of didn't have those things that you could take your mind off.
We couldn't even have a funeral. We couldn't even have a funeral. 30 people allowed in the chapel. So we you know what I mean? It's a very select family. No fucking pubs open, not allowed awake. Do you know? We're going spreading his ashes now anyway. We're going spreading his ashes in later this month in a waterfall. So it's going to be grand. But come on. Why are we paying attention to a bunch of rich cunts, governments we call them, whatever, to tell us who can go where? And I don't know, boys. I assume I'd be out of the mind now. It's too hard to get thoughts now. I might go.
But you know what though? They're not governments. They're someone's. Is it the World Economic Forum? Is it cunts we don't even know about?
Why the fuck are we paying any attention? Why are we paying any attention?
The government's a middle management. They're middle management.
Christ. The worst of it. Why are we paying any attention, please?
I'm with Jimmy. If we stop perceiving these people as legitimate, their power vanishes.
Yeah,
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And we all know that, Tyler. We all know that. So why are we still paying attention?
Channels like Martin, because, like you said, your brother passed away, and it's all because of these psychopaths.
Yeah.
And so this is a social. This is good social interaction. We need that as humans, but we need inhuman interaction. We have to have that. That's just who we are as a species.
Sean was saying in Brazil, they had to fill up latex gloves with warm water for people who were slipping away, just so they had something to hold on to. That, you know what? When you think about it, people are dying, man, and they're not around their families in that time where they need someone, and they were fed just lie after lie and variant after variant and bullshit.
Yeah.
And
when does it end, boy?
Yeah, they just these people, man. I kind of feel like all those moral, like when all the shit came out, I was one of the first people to know about it, and the same people who were saying no, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're just scaremongering, stop talking about that, don't want to hear it. And then there are the same people who are now constantly going around repeating things that they read in the news, and I'm like, why don't you ever fucking listen to me, man? It's like here's the thing, I don't have a full-time job, I don't fucking work a normal job, so I have the time to consume these narratives with a bit more time and energy, more focused than other people do. So for other people, I used to be like this myself back in the day. I'd watch RT News, I'd watch BBC News, I'd watch Euro News, Bloomberg, whatever, and I'd be like CNN, Fox, whatever the fuck, and I'd be like, oh, this is the news. But like the news is just basically warring opinions.
It's just a TV show. It's no different to Friends or the In-Betweens.
Yeah, pretty much. When you start looking at it like that, you're like, it is like, and paper doesn't refuse ink. People write whatever they want, say whatever they want. At the end of the day, like you were saying, community about your nearest and dearest, and this here like has been a brilliant. Like a year and a half ago, man, I never thought I'd be having these kind of open conversations with people and speaking my mind, and like you guys, I speak to you too. Most of you guys in the comment section, I know now, and like this is a great community, and I love the way like when I'm doing a video, you lads and ladies come back, and it's like, it's going to be a good time, and when all this shit finally does fucking fall apart, we will meet up in different places, and I will be the conduit for these meetups like the one we had in London, and I will play in Oklahoma, I will play in Miami, I will play in Newcastle, London, fucking
yes,
Hanover, wherever, like wherever you lads want me to go, I'll go there.
I'm going drinking the fucking.
And not only that, boys,
we love to hear it.
I'll film the crack and I'll live stream it.
There's nothing but it.
It's so fucking bad that Amanda can't fucking sleep, and she's sorry to hear about your brother, as we all are, mate.
Absolutely. Well, you knew yourself, Martin, anyway, because we talked on the phone the whole time, and you helped me through it, man, and that's what I was saying as well. But it came into the conversation, so it made sense to say it on the stream. And look at the people out there as well. Look at them saying to me things. Yeah, it's a community out here, boys. Look at it. And that's Martin, you'll be the catalyst for it. And you'd know well, didn't I saw some people out that night as well? There was big crowds sewn together, Martin, myself, yourself.
You did, yeah.
Like Tyler is right there as well. There's another catalyst, man, a right good man.
Yeah, he gives us. He's our financial guru.
This is it.
But man,
he's
check
bringing
out
boys in as well.
He'd be spending knowledge and facts.
Martin, sorry. Can I just announce one thing as well? And I don't mind dox myself, but Teesside is a little sub sort of county anyway in the northeast of England. Never had GAA. I've been working with a fella in a neighbouring town, right? They call it Darlington, the town.
Oh, Darlington,
right?
Yeah.
We've been working St Coleman's GAC or CLG. I come on local scale. We've got Coleman's GAC. We've been working on it, and it's happening. A week Monday, it's starting in Teesside. The first Gaelic football team. It's starting, boys. And Jimmy Bars is pioneering it. Me and Mick Madden. Like NFL. Tyler, no, Madden. Right? Mick Madden, he's called. But Gaelic fucking football is starting on Teesside, boy. I'll just like to say it out there now while it's on the stream. So, good luck. And boys, we're the Newcastle Cullens. We're fucking coming for you. Coshla Nua. You fucking cunts.
The Newcastle Cullens is fucking brilliant, man.
Newcastle Cullens, man. St. Coleman's GAC is coming for you. You bastards.
Cunts, that did it. Well, look, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I'm running out of fucking steam. Tyler, thanks very much as always. You're always welcome on the show, mate. And Jimmy Baz, you're an absolute prince, the pair of ye. I'll call ye Princeton Harvard and Princeton Rochford.
Oh, great crack. Thanks for having me, Martin.
Tyler seems like a sound skin. Richard, subscribe to his channel there. His name is The Outlaw Barber. What I'll do is I'll find your page now. So I'll give it the touch. And I'll put Jimmy Baz one as well. So if you hold the scale now, and I'll put in Jimmy Baz's channel because the man needs some nice touches, and then I'll put in.
Yeah, I just did a video on how the elite banking families help cause the Civil War.
Sorry, say that again, fella?
I said I just did a video on how the very rich banking families help cause the Civil War in the United States. Because they've been doing this for centuries. So, it's a good one. So check it out.
As David Icke said once, he goes, control one side of the game, you control the outcome. Control both sides, you control the game. So that one there is Jimmy Boz. That's his channel.
Good man,
subscribe there. And Outlaw
Kowloon the County.
Kowloon the County, boy. So,
County Kowloon, you know.
You've only got 74 subscribers. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Outlaw Barber, what we will do here is we got 41 people in the chat, and also with Jimmy's channel, we might get Jimmy up to 200, and we'll get Tyler up to 100. And, so that last link there is for Tyler's channel.
Richard O'Connell. I just want to give a shout out now. There's a very fine man, and he's known as Richard O'Connell. The man was doing lovely work out in his county, and he found a man in Jimmy Bars who will support his county.
That's the boy. In the chat. Down the kingdom, as I to call him, the King Crab.
Hey, when everything opens up, Martin, I'll fly out to Ireland or something. We can all go on the piss. It'll be great.
Yes, one Tyler.
I was thinking when it does all open up, I think I'm gonna have to bring a whole heap of you out to Stockholm, and I'll rent an old venue, and we'll do 3 fucking solid nights. And if you want to come back again and again, 3 nights in a row, you're heartily welcome. And you'll know the jokes, you'll know the crack, and it'd be nice to come over to Ireland to do a few around Galway, Mayo, Dublin, Cork. Don't Kerry. I've never gigged in Kerry. That's the.
Well, I appreciate it, Martin.
Who's got 124 subscribers? On Mayo, that's right. On Mayo. Well, look, G. Lee says, Marky boy, Mark Barrett looking for a shout out. This the fuck. Hey, come here, I tell you, you know, G. Lee, no. If you want shout-outs, boy, you want shout-outs. Show the touch there, man. The touch is there. PayPal/me Maloney's Digest. Give the touch there, man. Yeah, man. Right. If you want shout-outs, you pay the fucking $1. Enniskillen, boy.
The Enniskillen boys.
I shout any fucker out for a few bob, right?
Manor, a fierce county for the hurling at the moment. They're doing great things. Awfully are back. Manor are making a stamp. And Wacha are doing well in the football, boys. I just want to say the GA has been brilliant, and it's a hurling weekend, boys. And Tipperary tomorrow, I don't mean no disrespect to Westmeath. It's going to be what they call a comprehensive, and it's a fierce shame Westmeath have been putting Ryan Hain at. Maybe Ryan Hain that would have been all right. It should have been in a Ryan door.
I love the crack here, Jimmy, between Amanda and Roisin. Sure, they're probably going to find out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fearmanach, Enniskillen, Amanda and Roisin, they're on it. That's what I'm saying. But the fierce hurling from out Fearmanach.
They're good. They're like the Ahagaur of Mayo. I want before we go. I'll tell you the crack. When I got big into the hurling crack when I was 13. Right, Ginger Leddy moved over from fucking Liverpool over to Schwinford, and I was getting right into the hurling crack. Oh, the 80s, the 90s.
Tip for the small ball, though.
You stick to the small ball. We stick to the big ball. But I asked someone. I said, how do I get a hurling team started in Swinford? And they were like, and some blackguard said to me, go in now and ask in the Garda station, they'll tell you. So I walked into the local police station and said, I'm trying to get a hurling team going. You're trying to get a what? Trying to get a hurling team going. I was told to come into you and you'd be able to sort it out the fucking door now, good lad.
Yeah, what are you fucking having to laugh? Get out.
Yeah, but there was no team then, I tell you.
Cunt.
Irish Fire must be fizzing you. You're giving away the milk for free. Hey, big shout out to Irish Fire.
I think Mayo's out in the Christie Ring.
Christie Ring, don't stop.
In the Christie Ring.
Hey, I have to say, here's a plug for Irishify. The box is empty, but they sent me over the old box of stuff from Irishify. Yeah. I get a couple of fair play to Irishify. They give me the touch, and there's also Cameo. But like, I'm a bit perplexed about sharing Cameo because I'm like Irishify. Keep it local, keep it Irish. Like, you know what I mean?
Keep Island Green, boys.
Cameo have Paula Abdul.
Put the in the bin, boys. Keep Island Green, boys.
Representing the North here and Martin's chat. Hey, I tell you one thing, lads. Have you ever seen Ruff and Rowdy on Boss Boats?
Hey, boys, and let me say you now, and anyone challenge me in the chat that I'm wrong in this mathematics, and it's not even algebra. 26 plus 6 would be 1. Prove me wrong, boys.
Prove me wrong, boy.
26 plus 6 equals 1. Think about it.
Is the
Boys,
answer Chucky or Laura?
Chucky or fucking Laura, boy.
All right. And on that one, lads and ladies, fair play to our guests, Mr. Bars, Tyler Schuler, Jimmy Jesus Baz, and the Outlaw Barber. Get on.
Thanks for having me, Martin.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And all of you in the chats and all of you who've donated, thank you very much. And have a great Sunday. And Han the boys. Han Mayo.
Martin Maloney. Lake Nehemah. Martin Maloney. Achiao.
Good luck, everybody. God bless.
Good luck.
Take care now. Good luck to you.
Ihawa August Kolasov.
Many more of them. Shingalair Fort Rove. Good luck now.
Great.